Hello everyone, this is Gary, the vegan carburetor. I'm on live now on YouTube, and today we just got a new video from the large YouTuber DeFranco, and there was something in it that made me a little angry, so here I am. Let's see. Before we just jump into it, I want to just check everything out, make sure everything looks good. Listen to a little here. Oh, there we go. There's so here I am. Let's see. Okay, looks good. Okay, I was gonna say that that vegetable police is just gonna have to do without my commentary for today, because the VDC has some bigger stuff going on today. So I'm gonna jump in on this, and then up pops the vegetable police. Oh my God! Wait. Okay. Yes. I was fooled by my own avatar thumbnail picture. It's that good. It looks like the vegetable police, and I'm so used to his videos notification popping up at this time of the day, especially when I'm on live. Let's see here. Well, that's just my own notification that this video is up. Okay, so we're gonna get going here. There he is. His video is all queued up, and yeah, I was gonna mention stuff like how I've known Philip's channel for like 2 years now, and I watch some of his videos and yada yada yada, and I mostly agree with what he says and stuff like that, but we just don't have time. We gotta jump right into criticizing this bastard. So here we go.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about today, I think actually justifies bringing back one of my favorite segments. Don't be stupid, stupid. There is a lot of stupid in the world, but sometimes there are those that truly excel at it. They create such a unique, special kind of stupid that they...
I thought of something I could say right here. So he has a segment called Don't Be Stupid. Now, having seen most of this, or I don't know how long it goes, about a minute or two of this segment on PETA, I can say that, now I'm thinking that when you have a segment that is a recurring segment called Don't Be Stupid, you might tend to look too hard and want to find stupid things and not really use your judgment to its fullest degree. And I think that might be what happened here. I haven't seen the whole segment, so we will watch it all right here live together. Continuing.
end up bringing people from all walks of life together to mock them. And at the center of today's story today, we have PETA. And the reason for this is that yesterday, PETA put people on notice that they were being problematic, writing, "Words matter, and as our understanding of social justice evolves, our language evolves along with it. Here's how to remove speciesism from your..."
Okay, got a couple things to say here. So, what he's showing here is a tweet from PETA. They start by saying words matter. Now, I just want to say here, for people who don't watch the news much, that the phrase words matter has been a popular phrase in the last year, I guess, or maybe yeah, about a year. maybe a year and a half. You know what I'm getting at? Because in politics and our government, there's been a lot of words being used in a way that Philip is maybe in how people don't think too much before they use certain words. Huh. So as PETA usually does, they take something that is going on in our society that most people are for, and then transfer those things to their message about animal welfare. And so let's hear this from him again.
Writing, words matter, and as our understanding of social justice evolves, our language evolves along with it. Here's how to remove speciesism from your daily conversations. And they attach this picture reading, stop using anti-animal language. Instead of kill two birds with one stone, say feed two birds with one scone.
Okay, again, I want to just make sure everybody's clear on what's going on, which I don't know if he is. He could learn something here, but I know he doesn't have the time. He's a very busy person, becoming a millionaire. That's good. That's good. Yeah. As some millionaires, they tend to be overly consumed with their business, and they end up being really ignorant about other things, like the president. So what's going on here is, see, PETA. Well, people need to know about PETA, but maybe they don't want to. They accentuate certain things, and they're facetious, I think. And they use irony. Here, they use a term, anti-animal language. Now, I've never heard that before, and this is what I do full-time. I'm in the diet, health, vegan, animal rights circles. And so I'm assuming they made that up. And yeah, but they took it from another phrase. Well, anti-animal, now transfer that to people, and you could say anti-black, anti-Jewish, or you could just say racist. And that's there's a message they're trying to say there. That when you use certain phrases like these in the red list here, and you use them against people, certain protected groups, you would call that racist. Or you would call it anti this or that. Yes, you would. And you wouldn't get criticized or ridiculed or called stupid. So Frank is maybe making another point here for PETA. So now we'll continue here. Now that you understand this pic here.
Reading, stop using anti-animal language. Instead of kill two birds with one stone, say feed two birds with one scone. And to that, I would personally argue, one of those is way harder than the other. But let's continue. Instead of be the guinea pig, say be the test tube. Instead of beat a dead horse, say feed a fed horse. Instead of bring home the bacon, say
Okay, in there he threw in a little joke, we'll call it. I don't know if I should comment on that or if it's just a joke. But I'll so I won't dissect the joke. Maybe that's a little boring too. I will just say, if you joked about black people, people would have a problem with that. Even non-black people would, and they would say that's not a joke. You don't joke about certain things. Okay.
Bring home the bagels. Not entirely against that one. And instead of take the bull by the horns, say take the flower by the thorns. And in my opinion, this was already stupid enough on its own. It seemed like they were just kind of creating a problem. But then to really drive home the stupid, they followed.
Okay, a comment for that. Now, I'm hoping that he's just talking out of ignorance and is looking for the stupid without realizing that there's a bigger picture here, that there's a message in there. He said that, what did he say? Oh, man. Low on B12.
Say take the flower by the thorns. And in my opinion, this was already stupid enough on its own. It seemed like they were just kind of...
Oh, wow. I'm thinking that he thinks it's stupid because he's taking it kind of literally. Maybe that PETA actually thinks... I'll save that. Just wanted to read this. It was horrific. Oh, here's someone who I've told my viewers to go to Philip's channel and find my comments in the comment section. And here's someone saying, well, I did it. I gave your comments a thumbs up. It was horrific. I had to turn the sound down and not read the comments. His followers are from hell. I want to keep my voice low there. I don't know about that. Now, I never thought Philip was too bad. And I think his viewers are going to be just general people. I wouldn't put them in a certain box and call them exceptionally bad. You know, Philip's channel is not a bad channel. He seems to be decent. But when it comes to meat, when it comes to people's food, don't touch their dinner. Then the monster comes out. Anyway, let's get back to Philip. Get through this one.
Kind of creating a problem. But then to really...
There, creating a problem. Now, I hope he doesn't really mean that. Now, see over here, I also do the same thing. I look for people to be anti-vegan, anti-animals, and maybe he's just assuming that let me move my screen over here. You can see notifications popping up as I'm making the video. So I just wanted to say maybe Philip doesn't realize the bigger picture here. Maybe he's actually assuming that PETA is being, really just 100% real. What's the word? Like there's if Philip thinks that PETA is actually saying that animals will be offended or somehow hurt by these comments, then Philip is the stupid one. But I don't think he's stupid. He can't be that stupid. The problem here is that when we use certain language, and we have this language, racist people have this language for black people, there's certain language used. And certain language is used on purpose by people who have nefarious activities, like racist activities, like wanting to put black people in the back of the bus. Now, back when slavery first started in the U.S., when they actually captured these black people in Africa, they justified it, as you would have to do. You want to, like happens in politics, you've got to twist things around. What they said was, well, look at these black people. Look at the way they're dressed. Look at the way they act. And what's this language? Not even, don't want to say they're using the language. Listen to the noise they're making. They're not humans. That's what they said. They made the case that black people were not human because they didn't look or act like Europeans. And they got away with it, didn't they? Slavery went on for 150 years under a constitution that talked about equality for all. And there's where the word speciesism comes in. It's a real thing, people. I've been using it. My community's been using it for at least 6 years. It's the same thing as racism. It's the same thing. Just like we got rid of slavery, but slavery still exists in other forms. They got to keep it going. Racism is now considered bad. But people got to be prejudiced about something. So they still got speciesism. That's a thing. Let's go back here to Philip and keep going here. So now we got our vegetable police video popped up here. It looks very, very, very much like mine. And let's see what it is. How I reversed male pattern baldness again. No surprise that he's doing this again. Maybe every couple of years he recycles this because it's a big seller. People will click on this clickbait. He knows that's a winner. That made him thousands of dollars. The other times he's done these videos, if he really had the cure, then then he would just focus on that, and there would be no baldness in men. He hasn't cured female pattern baldness. But there's something to work on. But it's just a gimmick to get a lot of views. Okay, back to Philip. He's now reading another tweet from PETA. And you may have caught this. Listen to it again.
Language. Phrases that trivialize cruelty. Words. And in my opinion, this was already stupid enough on its own. It seemed like they were just kind of creating a problem. But then to really drive home the stupid, they followed it up with a tweet reading. Just as it became...
No, Philip, there is a problem here. And now you've become part of the problem. Here we are talking about words, which actually do matter. We're talking about words instead of the actual problem. Because the problem is on your plate. And you don't want to talk about that.
And in my opinion, this was already stupid enough on its own. It seemed like they were just kind of creating a problem. But then to really drive home the stupid, they followed it up with a tweet reading. Just as it became unacceptable to use racist, homophobic, or ableist language, phrases that trivialize cruelty to animals will vanish as more people begin to appreciate animals for who they are and start bringing home the bagels instead of the bacon.
Okay, looking at this post, when I heard this, it sounds exactly what I believe. There's certain language against certain groups of people that we know are wrong and unacceptable. These phrases here aren't causing animal cruelty. It's trivializing it. And that's done on purpose. We have so many violent phrases and it's animal violence mostly. Why is that? We have all those because it's considered okay against animals. Bring home the bacon. Right, think about that. What if I said, I'm a Trump supporter, and yeah, I support Trump, and I support bringing home the pootie. As much as you can get. Something like that. Now that's not nearly as bad as bacon, because bacon says that there's been some death involved. But I could think of thousands of people offended by what I just said.
And what I'll say here is if PETA had previously not done the idiotic things in the past that they have done, I would actually be surprised that they were drawing a comparison between take a bull by the horns and homophobic and racist language. PETA, how are you this stupid? How are you with a straight face drawing?
Well, on the one hand, we're so used to these phrases. Yeah, it's amazing how we use these phrases and just get numb to it. There's people who actually take bulls by the horns, and it's not to hug them. It's rodeos, those type of things, and those are. There hasn't been much talk about that. It's not well known, but those things are very abusive. More than you'd realize. And the term "take the bull by the horns" trivializes rodeo abuse. What if I said, take the pootie by the lips and trump it up? You would never hear anyone talk like that anywhere. Back to Philip. Calling this all stupid. Where's his head?
These comparisons. It's like you're not even asking, you're begging to not be taken seriously. But I think that's why
Post your comments below while I add some comments here. That I'm live, people. All right. So much to do, and we need help. I need help doing this. Okay, this is where I had stopped because I just got really peed. And I thought about making a video, and I was already in the middle of a video about Goji Man. Big update. Many big things going on there. So let's just continue here.
In general, the reaction from the rest of the internet has been, go fuck yourself with your stupid bullshit. Or I guess to really offend.
Really? Well, first of all, thanks for getting my channel unmonetized while you continue to be monetized because you have special privileges because you're very popular in a society that mostly eats meat. And that's why they don't like hearing from PETA.
And you go duck yourself, you stupid jackasses. Well, normally with this segment, it would always make sense.
I never hear him cuss like this. This is really sad to see. That he's these kind of things, but the meat industry is a $1 trillion industry, and they give a lot of that money to our government. And so our government goes like this. Oh, capitalism. It's just business.
To end it by saying, main point, don't be stupid. I actually find myself wanting to thank PETA for doing this incredibly stupid thing because they accomplished something very hard. I guess in the Christmas spirit, they brought us all together, although in this scenario, I guess the president is there stupid that we got to mock and point at. But yeah, so I guess thank you. Then very quickly, today we got an update on the Rania Youssef story we covered on Monday. She, of course, was the woman that was facing up to 5 years in prison for having worn this dress. And the update to this story is that the charges have been dropped, which is a reason for celebration, but not completely. Reportedly, the charges were only dropped by the lawyers because she apologized. And so while I'm glad Rania is not going to be facing prison time, I really do hate the reason for the charges being dropped. Right, the official reason being because she acknowledges she was in the wrong here, and not that it would be wrong to imprison a woman because she wore this dress. And I got some shit for this last time I talked.
Yeah, he does a lot of crap, a lot of clickbait. I think it's gotten worse over the last year. Anyway, I would actually bet that YouTube gives him special privilege. I'll probably get negative comments for that from Philip fanboys. But I would actually place money on that because he's a news channel. He's going to cover stuff that is ad unfriendly, what YouTube calls. And it's very interesting that if I were to cover his video and have it in my video, I would get demonetized, which I do on a regular basis. It goes to show you something, and I would put money on that something. Let's see what my comments are here. I look at my comments, read them all, and answer all questions. Let's take a look. Got a lot of comments here. Okay. Many live in a bubble. Is this a joke? WTF. That's someone I've never heard of before. So I'd have to guess at what he's talking about. Is what a joke? You know the history, Gary. Bro. Gary is legit when he puts his mind to it. Glad he put his DR. Can someone answer, is this a joke or no? Well, my video is not a joke. I don't think Phillips is a joke. He doesn't joke around. He's a serious channel. And now PETA, see what they do, I've already said this, they do stuff that's going to stick out and get people thinking. So yeah, they go out on a limb and might look stupid to people. But they keep doing it because, hey, guess what? Here we all are talking about PETA. Right. And that brings attention to them and what they're about. And that's where the money is. That's what it's all about, getting the attention. It's always a great pleasure to listen to you, Gary. Lots of love and blessings to you. Thank you very much. Saying animals are equal to humans, no one is saying that, is insane. You brought that up, and why was that? You're doing what PETA does, sort of. Taking something you believe in and magnifying it to make your point. Exaggerating. But you know, 100 years ago or so, and still to this day, there's people who will say, black people, they would say that black people are not equal to the white people. And I think a lot of Jews have the belief that they are better, that they are above, well, they say they're above the Arabs. They're God's chosen people and stuff like that. So, to make the connection, see, PETA tries to make those kind of connections because that's the only way to reach people, and I think that's why people hate PETA so much. Okay. He went on to say, in addition, I find it offensive. I already find you ironic that you would compare figures of speech to literal hate speech. Huh. You make a good point there. But as I was saying earlier, why are those figures of speech? Why do we have so many figures of speech about animal violence? And you know what? How does something become a figure of speech? That's something to think about. I know that if the phrase "killed two birds with one stone" wasn't already a thing, a phrase, I would never come up with such an analogy, metaphor, to describe getting two things done with one action. I surely won't make myself look insane by coming up with a figure of speech about killing birds. But we're so numb to that. What us vegans are doing is trying to make you unnumb, to reverse your numbness. Vegan Jerry misses my live videos. Yeah, I do too. I was thinking about how am I supposed to make another 2 videos today? And I wasn't even thinking about doing a live video. It took me a while to realize, because I haven't made a live video in a while. It's a really good, efficient way of doing stuff. Next comment. Let's see. That same guy who's trying to defend animal abuse, or maybe that was wrong, wasn't it? Notice that came out. He says to me, "Bro, how high are you?" I'm actually pretty low right now. Kind of low on food. Let's see. I can tell you have been hitting the bong. Huh. Well, take a look at my eyes, just for the record. I'm no expert on how to tell when someone's high, you know. Yeah, not like you. Is PETA a time warps? And then someone has a lot of question marks after that. You got beef with Philip? Oh, it doesn't just caught the joke in there. See, I didn't get it the first time. Yeah, when you read something the second time, you pick up other things because your mind is in a different frame the second time. Same with watching movies. Let's see here. Thought you were vegan. Now, he probably said it in this way. Thought you were vegan. Exactly. See, when you're vegan, you can be open to the truth about what PETA talks about. But when you eat meat, you don't want to hear it, and you just can't be open. Lots of comments. Losing my place. Love the streams. Cheeseburger tastes good. Eat a burger. Say it, Gary. Yep. They are about violence. And this guy says PETA commits acts of violence. Well, I've heard that, but I haven't seen any proof on that. They might have animals put to sleep. Is that what you mean? In that case, well, you know, every animal's got to die sometime. They're just doing it because it would be for the best, maybe, for some animals. Yeah, I'm not against death. I'm against unnecessary abuse. Bro, Jews are the best. Yeah. You think the animal agriculture... Do you think the animal ag industry commits acts of violence? That's Annie questioning this grape guy. Yeah. And then he responded to her. An act of violence against an animal is nowhere near as bad. That's just... that's way crazier than anything Phillips did. It's just pretty weird. George Carlin on euphemisms. Oh. Yeah. Want me to play that now? Would it hurt my channel? Would it hurt the video? Oh, probably not. You never know. Let's see. Bacon, do you respect my decision? Or should I don't know. Okay, end of comments. So where does that leave us? Okay, Philip DeFranco. Is he serious? What's up with that? And I would think that there'd be some people criticizing him in the comments besides me, and that he would then feel a need to respond and clarify like he sometimes does. But I don't know about this here. Maybe it's in here. Hopefully someone posted in here. I can't do everything at once. Need help with this stuff. Pay me like if I nothing to do with the animal. It's a reference to being so greedy. A pig. But why do we why did that happen in the first place? See, people are not thinking. Imagine someone saying, well, I was only equating this guy to a black person because he was just laying down on the job, just trying to get out of all the work he needs to do. You know, it's just a reference. You're such a woman. Is that okay? Yeah, some people say that. That's surprising. Some people still say that. Oh, and of course, yeah, vegans are criticized in that manner. It shows you the kind of mentality these anti-vegans have. Soy boy. Soy meaning estrogen, which means you're a feminine boy instead of a man, you know, and that's okay too, because vegans, well, they're not a protected group, so it's okay. I run vegan news. Oh, here we got some on Facebook and YouTube, and would love to discuss speciesism with you. Yeah. You know, I just went ahead and did the live video because Philip's never going to do that, and he's not going to have anything to do with me because I'm a very small channel, and I'm a vegan. I followed your channel since YouTube had star ratings. Vegan News started just over a year ago. Your channel and drive are one of the things that inspired me. He got 5 thumbs up. Now he's got 6. More comments. You know what's really funny? We haven't been hearing about the caravan after the election. Actually, there's now a station you can go to just for caravan news. Updates on the hour. That's Fox. It's kind of funny for a few minutes, and then they ultimately do something that just pisses you off. Republicans wonder why us independents lean more towards Democrats with their disgusting politics. Yes. We still have memory and not short, complicit brains. Let's see what else we got. Anyway, I should just wrap up the video. Don't want it to go too long. No defense of PETA here, except one. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And what else should you do? If you haven't already, go to his video. You don't have to worry about making him popular. He's already huge. And go find my comments. Give him a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment. Tell everybody what you thought of this video. I thought it was really good. Unlike my last live video. Oh boy. So I should quit while I'm ahead. And post a comment, share the video, all that kind of stuff. And I've got 800 videos, by the way, and I've gone through a whole bunch of fun phases over the years. I got a lot of playlists of certain types of video I made. I put so much into my videos, so please check them out. And I'll see you maybe in a few hours from now. Another video I'm working on. There's a lot going on, a lot of fun stuff. You know, what I mean is things that are interesting yet valuable to hear about and take part in. Bye, everybody.